Hi friends, today we are making this beautiful hat which is very easy. My daughter asked if she can be a model for the beanie and I think she rocked it. I must say she wore it better than me. The stitches for the hat are made vertical, which means the beginning chains will be the height of your beanie. Then we add more rows to make the circumference. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share the videos with your friends and family to help grow the channel. I appreciate you. Let's have some fun. The materials we need for our tutorial are worsted weight yarn or yarn number 4, pair of scissors, tape measure, 2 stitch markers or just any like scrap yarn different from the yarn you are using, 5mm hook and yarn needle. This recommends, let's see, 5mm hook. So whatever is on the label for your of the yarn you are using, just use that that hook. Okay, now that we are on the second row, I'm going to use my first stitch marker to just indicate the where I start my slip stitches for my crown, and then towards the end I am going to decide on how wide I want my brim to be. It's going to be like this, so it's going to be folded, right? I want my brim to be 3.5 inches. Let's see. 3.5 inches. So this is where I am going to put my second stitch marker. So this in the middle will be the body of your beanie, and then this will be the brim. Okay, so we continue from here. We are just gonna make a single crochet stitch until we reach the second stitch marker. Okay, I have reached the stitch marker, so this is the beginning of our brim. And for the brim, we are not making a normal single crochet, we are making a single crochet in the back loop. This is the front loop, this is the back loop, so you'll be inserting the hook in the back loop. And I'm just going to move this up. And then continue making single crochet in the back loop. And then for the very last stitch, I insert the hook on both loops. You are welcome to insert the hook in the back loop, but normally I find it leaves a gap when I don't like the gap. Make sure you count your stitches. Do not skip any stitch. Sometimes you make mistakes of not working on the very last or the beginning of your stitches. Okay, row 3, chain 1 and 10, and then from here again I'm going to make a normal single crochet. These stitches from here to the stitch marker is single crochet in the back loop. We're inserting the hook in the back loop only. This is my last stitch. Again, move the stitch marker so that I keep the same number of stitches for my ribbing. And then I'm moving on to the body. I'm making a normal single crochet until I reach the second stitch marker. Okay, I've reached the last 3. I'm going to make a slip stitch, inserting it in the back loop. I did not mention that before. You are inserting it in the back loop. So 1, 2, 3. This is where my stitch marker goes. So you are going to repeat these 3 processes: slip stitch in the back loop, and then in between you make a normal single crochet. Where you have your stitch marker, you do your ribbing, where you are doing single crochet in the back loop. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work and make 3 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then put my stitch marker again. And then for the body, it's normal single crochet. I've reached the second stitch marker. I'm going to take it off. First stitch, single crochet in the back loop. And then put my stitch marker. And then continue to the end of the row. Again, the last stitch, I insert the hook on both loops, and this is how it looks so far. So this will be the brim, going to be like this. Continue doing this until you have your head circumference. So it's gonna keep growing this way until you have your head circumference. Keep measuring or try it around your head to see if it fits. All right, I'll meet you when I have my my correct measurements for my head circumference. I have worked my beanie. This is how it looks, and I folded it so it can fit on your screen. It is very tight. This is what I am left with. Measuring it, it's around 8.5. 8.5 inches. So it's gonna be my daughter's size. I think this would not be able to fit me. We will see once I seam it up anyways. Now we are going to seam it all together. I'm just gonna maybe just cut the end. So here there are two different ways you can put your head together. You can use slip stitch from here all the way down here, and then when you get here, get a needle so that you can cinch your top. For me, I just like to use my yarn needle, use my favorite stitch, seaming stitch, the mattress stitch, and then go all the way up. I'm just gonna insert my yarn needle. Remove my stitch markers, and then I'm just gonna lay it like this so I align these stitches together. So if you did it correctly, you should have the same number of stitches on either side. So you just align them, and then you insert your yarn needle on each stitch to have a straight, this is too long, to have a straight seam. Okay, And then I'm just going to pull this together. It'll just become one stitch. It will just look like this on one side, look like this. So you're gonna keep going from the back in and then pull through, and then it's like you're making a zigzag. Go to the other side, do the same thing, and then pull through. It just becomes an invisible stitch. So work on your beanie on your part. We will meet here so we can close the top of the hat. I have worked my way through to the top. The reason why I like this method is it just makes it seamless on both sides. See? But if you are using slip stitch, you would have a bit of a fold where you can't wear your hat one way. But this one, you can wear it both ways. There's no right or wrong. Okay, so I am done with the side. Now we are going to work on the top. So we're going to insert our needle on the top stitches. We'll be going in and out of the top stitches. Okay, I have gone through the whole thing. Now I just have to pull to cinch the top. So there's still a bit of a gap in the middle, so we're just going to insert needle on one end and across. And then insert the hook near where you just took out, and then move to the other side and across. Just go across several times until you are satisfied that the top is completely closed. You can turn it the other way to see how it looks on one end. It's completely closed. Now all we need to do is just to weave in the ends. I also like to get the loose end from the beginning and just tie it together. Gives it secures it more. And then I'm just gonna weave through different strands, go back and forth, and then cut the yarn. The whole idea is just to get this to blend in with your head. And cut your yarn. Do the same thing with this short strand here. I'm just gonna put through, just go in. And then cut the yarn. There we have it, guys. So you can wear your hat this way or the other way. And this gives a little more of warmth with when it's very cold. You can add a pom-pom. And we are done with our tutorial. This was very easy. I hope you had fun doing this. It's very easy to customize. You can make it for yourself, your nieces, kids. It's very easy, and you only need one ball of yarn to do this, and you can make it in any kind of weight yarn. This one is weight number 4, so you can make it chunky. I'll see you in the next tutorial.